Took you a while.
Okay, so perfect squares. Shh. Listen. Okay. Eric, perfect squares. Give me one.
4.
Okay, why?
2 and 2.
What?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Do you mean 2 times 2
Yeah.
is 4? Okay. So he says 4 is a perfect square because 2 times 2 is 4. And what he's really saying is, if you know the square root of 4, which you do, 2 times 2, it's a perfect square. Is there just one perfect square out there?
No.
Are there 2?
There's money.
Are
There's
there
many.
millions?
Yeah.
There's millions. Here's what I want. I want you to know the first 15. Algebra 2 students should memorize the first 15. The smallest one is going to be what?
4, 9.
1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Keep going.
9, 16, 25.
Okay, wait. I hear you saying it to me. I think you should write this down too. Don't just say it. Write the list down. You got to memorize it. Have the list. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25.
36.
49, 64, 81, 100, yeah. 121, 140, 144, and it's where I lose track.
169.
169.
Okay, I'm gonna remember
I'm sure.
that.
What's next? 12 times 12. 13 times 13. 14 times
We
14.
get close.
I know what 2 times 15 is.
225.
Ah, you skipped one.
Something in between there.
What? 196. Okay, and it goes on and on and on. Now, here's the deal.
Go up to 100.
In Algebra 2, these numbers come up all year long. I will always be saying to you, is that a perfect square? And if you don't memorize this stuff, you'll be going, let me get my calculator, let me try this. And see, that's just wasting time. Memorize these, okay? Now, guess what? Not only do numbers come up perfect squares, so do what? Variables. So, guys, you're talking too much. Variables that are perfect squares will be,
Squared.
What?
No. Squared.
and I gotta give you something else. Variables that are perfect squares. Give me some example.
Wouldn't they be the
A squared.
proper?
What?
not proper.
Wouldn't they be like A squared?
Okay, that's good. A squared is a perfect square. How come?
It's just square on the
Because it'll
Because
equal
A
A.
times
A.
A is A squared, correct?
So then it would be like any of the numbers.
What?
Letters.
Well, no.
It would be any of the numbers that are like make up the next one. Like
No, you're looking over there. Don't.
never mind.
Okay, how about this?
B squared.
Watch this. Is A squared B squared?
Yes. It's
A perfect square?
Times B times B.
Why?
A times A times B times B.
Well, you could have said just AB times what?
I guess, yeah.
AB, right?
Makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, you can stick two variables next to each other, as long as they're squared, they're good. Okay, what about this? Is C to the fourth a
Yes.
perfect square?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
C
Is
times
it
C
C
times
squared
C
times
times
C
C.
squared?
C squared times C
And then
squared,
that's perfect.
because that's really C,
Times C.
C squared.
C times C times C.
CC times CC. That'd be 4C, it works.
C.
Now, what about this? How about 36 y to the fourth z to the second? Is that a perfect
Yeah.
square?
Yes.
Yes.
Because,
6 times YY times Y.
well,
Oh.
6
6y
Sorry.
squared
y squared
times 6y squared.
and
No.
a z,
Times Z.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Times itself. So it does work. So what doesn't work?
If it's an odd number,
If it's what's an odd number?
if the exponent.
Okay, the exponent. So you're saying if I have d to the third, not going to work?
No.
Because a d times a d is what? d squared, and a d squared times a d squared is what? D to the fourth. You can never make an odd work. So have you ever seen odd exponents? And I say, is that perfect? You're gonna say,
No.
no. Okay. All right. All right.
Not perfect because
In your
they're
mind, I think you've got it. I think you know what perfect squares are. So now, when I say, is this your best friend? Is it a perfect square what?
Trinomial.
Okay, let me show you what that looks like. Ready? Here's a trinomial. 1, 2, 3. So if you want to know if it's a perfect square trinomial, it better be how many terms?
multiples of
3
2.
terms. 3 terms. Now, to be perfect trinomial, first term has to be
Squared.
perfect. Is that perfect?
Yes.
Yeah. Last term has to be positive and perfect. Give me something perfect. Number. 16 I heard. Okay. This seems pretty easy. Perfect in the front, perfect in the back. Here's the hard part. The middle term has to be, listen to this. What's the square root of this?
X.
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 What's the square root of this?
4.
Okay. Then you take the 4 and the x, multiply them,
Before X.
but that's not it. You have to do you take the 4x and you double it. What should that be?
8X.
8x.
Why do you have to?
Now this can be a positive 8x, this can be a negative 8x. I'll put positive.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the deal. Once it passes all those stipulations, it is now a perfect square trinomial, which is now your best friend. You
Wait.
should say, got it. Yes, this is easy. It's going to be 2 binomials, and it's going to be the same binomial twice in a row. Okay?
Okay.
Now, think about it. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
All it is first term times first term gives me this first term. X times x. The last term times the last term must give you the last term 16.
4 times 4.
4 times 4. Okay, now it's the same. It's either x plus 4 times x plus 4, or it's x minus 4 times x minus 4, and you know they have to add up to positive 8. This is what's it going to be? It's plus plus. That's the answer. And that's why you can factor these so quickly. There's a shortcut way to write this. It would be what?
Just the first bracket squared.
Yeah, you can just do that. That's the quick way to write it, and that's the way the back of your book writes it, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how like the first part you have x and then you have 4x and times 2? Is it always going to be times 2?
Yes, it's always times 2. And I'm going to do another one with you right now.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's do another one. Ready? This one will be harder. 9c squared. The last term must be positive. Let's go 16. Let's just leave it at 16. Okay, now, here's what I'd like you to do. To make it your best friend, what has to go in the middle? Raise your hand when you have it. When 10 people put their hand up, I will go. I will call on somebody. Got 5 people. I'm hoping for 10.
Probably got that wrong. I don't know.
We need one more. One more person. Okay. Adrian, what is it?
The 3C and 4.
Oh, but I want the middle term. What is it? You know? You know? John, what is it? What?
No, I don't have it.
John, you almost had it. I know you had it. Spit it out, John.
I was going to say like the 10 C, but that no.
Oh, no, it's not it.
8 and 2.
Molly, what is it?
24C.
She thinks it's 24C. Let's see. Ready? Is that perfect?
Sure.
3C times 3C, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that perfect? Why?
4 times 4.
4 times 4. What did I say? You take your 2 square roots, multiply them. What's 3C times 4?
12C.
12C. But you have to do one more thing. Double it.
Okay.
Did she get it?
Oh.
She got it. I can put a minus here, I can put a plus here. I'll put a minus. Here we go. It's the same binomial twice in a row. To get a 9c squared, it's what? 3c times 3c. To get a 16, it's what? 4 times 4. Is it a plus plus or is it a minus minus? Look in the
Plus
middle.
minus.
It's got to add up to negative 24c. So yeah, it's minus.
Oh, minus.
Minus. It's minus minus. Okay. Are you okay? Should we do one more or you?
I didn't say mine.
Okay. Hey, look. Let me make that a 49. Just tell me what that has to be. Okay, think about it.
42.
42.
42.
Think means in your head.
Oh.
Okay, kind of some. We already kind of got it out there, but what is the square root of this?
7.
7. And 7 times 3c is what?
21.
21c. Whoops. Double 21c. That would have to be 42c to be your best friend. Okay? Will you go to your notes now and do your notes? And that is. Oh. Sorry. It's the day 2, but you're skipping the first 3. Here, I'll show you. It's day 2. You're going to skip the first 3. So I got to get rid of all this.
So we go to the top.
You go to the bottom of it, it's right here. It's all this stuff here.
Okay, so just problem 4.
4. It's problem 4. You're right.
Okay. Okay.
There's 2 of them to do, guys. So what was the first thing you did?
Got the square roots of the first and second one.
Is that the first thing you checked for?
See. No, just.
Did anybody do this?
Oh. Oh.
Did anybody look for a
Never
GCF?
done
You should have. What goes into 64, 16, and 1?
that. No.
1. That doesn't help you. No GCF. Oh, okay, no GCF. Go where? Is this your best friend? Check it out.
So,
Is this perfect?
yeah. Yeah, it is.
8x times 8x. Is this perfect? 1 times 1. How do you know if it's a perfect square trinomial? Check it out. 1 times 8x.
8x.
Double it.
16x.
Aha. It's your best friend. You can factor it in no time. It's the same binomial twice in a row. How do you get 64? X squared
8x.
times 8x. How do you get 1? 1 times 1. It's either plus 1 or minus 1 minus 1.
Minus.
Because the 16 in the middle is negative, you make sure you go 8x minus 1 times 8x minus 1. This is not good. Should we roll the dice?
Yeah, let's roll the dice here.
I'm good.
What's the fire alarm?
Not me, not
It was
Elizabeth,
me.
how dare you?
Hey, go right! Go right! Go right!
Oh, yeah.
Go right!
Yeah, sorry, I texted my
Who went to the bathroom recently? Huh? Nobody?
Never mind.
No matter what, they had to go.
Yes. Yes, cool. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry, but I'll get to the next easy one, your best friend, but I won't make it to the hard one, so
Let's do the hard
I'll
one.
do the hard one after school, put it on YouTube, watch it.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
next, hey, did you take out the GCF?
Yeah.
Okay, what was it?
Oh, that one.
2.
4. Now guys, we gotta concentrate for 10 minutes. Stay with me. 4, 4, 4. What do you get? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Minus,
6x
plus,
9.
9. Okay. Then you look inside the grouping symbols and you say, do I have a perfect square trinomial? And of course you do a quick check, right? You say this is perfect, x times x, this is perfect, 3 times 3. Multiply these two, you get what? 3x. Double it, 6x. Oh, it is my best friend. Okay. So if it's my best friend, it's going to be the same binomial twice in a row. X times x is x squared. What's it going to be?
-3.
Minus 3 times and
-3.
minus 3. That's it. Good? You will recognize your best friend when it's a trinomial. It's perfect in the front, it's perfect in the back, but not in the middle. You got to do a quick check to see if it is. Okay? Now, if it's not this best friend, your first best friend, then it's your second best friend, known as difference of 2 perfect squares. Okay, what's that? Well, the word difference in mathematics means what?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. So you must have this. Subtraction of 2 perfect what? Squares. Hey guys, the second I said that to you, 2 perfect squares, it is not a trinomial. You know what it is? It's a binomial. So when you guys see binomials, it's almost a dead giveaway. A binomial most likely will be this. Okay? Here's what it's going to look like. The difference is subtraction, right? It's going to be subtraction of 2 perfect squares. So in the front, you got to have a perfect square. Usually the variable comes first. In the back is the constant, the number. Give me a perfect square.
100.
4 or 100, yep. Okay, so then you look at it and you go, here's how you check it. This is all you have to do. You look in the middle and you say, do I have subtraction?
Yeah.
Yep. Do I have perfect in the front? Do I have perfect in the back? Guess what? It's your second best friend. It's the difference of 2 perfect squares. So this factors in two binomials, and they are opposite. And when I say opposite, I mean one's positive, one's negative. It's going to be c times c to get c squared. Here will be what? 2 times 2 to get 4. But because the last number is -4, guess what the signs have to be? Opposite. One's got to be positive 2, one's got to be negative 2. So what happened here? It's still C2, C2, but here the signs are what? Opposite. Here the signs are what? Same signs, opposite signs. That's the only difference. Okay? Now, of course, I can make that harder on you. I can do 100 p squared minus l squared. I can do that to you. But it doesn't change. Is that subtraction? Is that a perfect square? What times what?
10 times
10
10.
p.
Oh,
10p times 10p. What here?
L times L.
L times L. So you'd say, yeah, I have the difference of 2 perfect squares. It will be what?
10P.
10P plus
L. 10P
L.
minus L.
10P minus L. What if you wanted to know what's right for sure?
You know.
Foil it out. I'm not going to do it, but that's how you do it. Foil it. Go to your next page. Turn it over. Next page is the difference of two squares. It'd be problem 5. Try it.
I just did.
Do that.
4x minus 9.
9x plus 10.
It's these two, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, but-
No.
oh,
Don't wreck yourself. That's the truth.
I know. There's something hot.
If you recognized it, you went, oh, these are my best friends. I can do these in 10 seconds. Is that a subtraction sign?
Yeah.
Is that a perfect square? Perfect?
Yep.
Yes, yes. Difference, yes. It's the difference of two perfect squares. You know what you could do right now? You could just do that right now, couldn't you?
Yep.
The signs have to be opposite. You got to get a negative 81. So it's going to be what?
4x plus 9, 4x.
4x to get the 16x squared. And then what?
9.
9. Positive 9 times negative 9 is negative 81.
Yep.
Good?
Mhm.
This one.
9x plus 10, 9x minus 10.
9x plus 10. 9x minus 10. Right? Good? Yes? Simple. Simple. Now, listen. I will YouTube this, but if I can get one in, that's great. Here's the deal. If it's not your best friend, and it's not your second best friend, then it's yesterday's problem with a 1 in front. But you're not going to get that tonight. You're going to get yesterday's problem with a what in front?
Something bigger than
Not a 1,
Anything bigger than
2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we go back to this one. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this quick.
where?
Let's just go back to day 2 start. Okay, why is this harder? This is a trinomial. Okay, do you have a GCF? Look closely.
No.
No. It is. Is it a perfect trinomial?
No.
Why not? That's perfect.
7 isn't.
3 is not.
3 is not. That's why it's not. It's not a perfect trinomial. Okay, so now, is it this trinomial with 1 in front?
No.
No, you're here. This is why it's messy. Because you've got the 4. And here's why it gets messy. To get 4x squared, you're still going to do the old binomial times binomial. But here's how you get a 4x squared, correct? A 2x times a 2x. But here's why it gets messy. Because it's not just that. It could be what else? 4x times 1x. That's why it gets a little messy, but there's even more reason why it gets messy. Here's the other part. Remember us yesterday doing this? We took our 3 over here, and we did this. 1 times 3. Then we added those two numbers. What does that add up to?
4.
4. What do you have in the middle?
7.
It's not working. And it will never work, by the way. That's why this is a messy problem. So what happens is this. You have to try the 1 and the 3, plus 1, plus 3. Okay? You have to try it. And you have to do the old FOIL method on this. The good thing is, you don't have to FOIL the whole thing out. Inner, inner, outer, outer. What's inner, inner?
2.
What's outer, outer?
6x.
6x, and then add them up.
8x.
8x. Do you want 8x? No, this is not the right answer. So, I got more problems. The next problem is, not only do you have to try 1 and 3, you also have to try 3 and 1. Okay? So you'd have to do this now. 3 here, 1 here. But because this is 2x and 2x, it really doesn't matter. You're still going to get 8x. So this one, you got kind of lucky. You really did have to try 3 and 1. Now guess what you have to do over there?
Try it.
1 and 3, or what? 3 and 1. Now, Well, how are you gonna hear the rest of this lesson?
YouTube.
Okay, I'll do it after school, okay? Go listen to it, guys, because I just got started.
If it works in there, that'd be answered.
Yeah, one of them works, I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, I think it's the 3 and 1.
And then that would be the
That's
answer.
the answer, yep. You know there's a spell in there.
What's that?
But
I'll go with you for 15. Cause I.
Turkey. Yeah,
That room right behind me, Karen.
Yeah.
This graph and linear functions test quiz.